Do you remember in either the Karate Kids where like he's making the kid do something and like I come from the wax on, wax off like generation, right? And we find out later that it's because he was building those muscles in his arms that when it learn how to fight, he was kind of all ready to go. My name is Dr. Amy Stewart, and I have been an educator for almost 20 years. And in this video, we're going to be talking about why motivation matters and how high interest tutoring can actually help your kids' educational stamina. So what I like to do in my tutoring sessions is I always like to find out what goal your teen is interested in. It really doesn't matter what it is. Like they want to learn a foreign language, they want to start a snowball stand, they want to have a lash business. Like it really doesn't matter what it is. It has to be something that they want to do. There's no right or wrong answer. It could change as our sessions go on. It doesn't really matter. The idea is that we use that as the topic for all of the learning. Okay, let's say for instance, your teen wants to uh, have a eyelash business, right? They're all over TikTok, certificate programs left and right, right? But some states do require a cosmetology license, which not a problem, right? Which, okay, right? The goal is for her to open a lash business. All I'm going to do is facilitate the steps. What's the first? Let's roll back. Well, I can't go to cosmetology school until I'm out of high school. Okay, great. What can you be working on now? What does this look like when you have a successful, thriving eyelash business? Oh, well, my calendar is always booked. I have a shop. I'm teaching lessons. But what about the things she can start doing now? One, becoming an expert on the industry, knowing the regulations, knowing what goes into it, knowing organic versus inorganic. I don't know anything about eyelashes, so I'm just kind of flying off the hip here, but um, coaching her to learn about these things, which is going to involve her reading things that are not fun, have a lot of technical words in them, have a lot of words she's probably never heard of before that are industry specific, a lot of scientific, long syllable. I mean, you see the back of like the ingredients on like your shampoo and stuff, like all these like gloccolades, and I don't even know what any of that stuff is, right? And she won't either. So what do? I help her find the answer. A simple Google, right? And as she continues to learn these new words, she's now going to start learning different parts. There was like root and Latin, or I'm sorry, there was Greek and Latin root words that are entrenched in a lot of our scientific terminology. It's going to build up her stamina for when she's reading something that she doesn't understand and it doesn't have any pictures. It has a lot of words she doesn't understand. And if she gets to the end of it, she's tired. But you want to learn this stuff because this is what you want to do. All right. Well, I can't read all this. Okay. Well, then what's the other option? Push through it. You still need to digest this information. What are we going to do? Well, let's look up a YouTube video. Let's see if this is an audiobook. Let's see if we can get this article read to you with some kind of tool on Google. There's a ton of them. So it's my job to help her build that endurance, even when she doesn't want to. Why do I need to keep reading this stuff? Why do I need to learn about it? Because it's going to help you down the road, right? And so just like that muscle memory with Karate Kid, when she goes into school and is reading something for a test, or she's reading a textbook and she's coming across a bunch of words that she doesn't know, there's not going to be a lot of anxiety. Okay, I don't know the word. Look it up. Look it up. Google it. Look in the glossary. It's just a word. It doesn't need to stop me from learning my information or gathering or whatever. It doesn't need to stop me from learning all the information that I need to achieve the goal. She's going to be so used to coming across challenging texts and pushing through it to gather the information, that even though it's not about her lash business, she has built up that stamina. So it's effortless for her. It still might be boring and she might not want to be there and she doesn't really think she needs to learn about it. And she might not need to learn about it at the end of it all, you know what I mean, outside of school. But the high interest tutoring, the where I facilitate and coach her through the difficult things that she doesn't understand and she doesn't know, but because she wants to know them, we find the tools for her to get the information. That all will be transferred into her academics. It will be transferred when she goes to college, when she's at a job and she doesn't know. It's going to help her be more self-sufficient and not so reliant on other people. It's going to make her take her stuff seriously. It's going to help her thrive in her career. So like say she doesn't start a lash business right away. Like let's say she goes and works in another job, or she starts working a job now while she's still in high school. Like that stamina of, I have a goal and I don't care how hard it is. I'm going to learn this information. I'm going to master this information. I'm going to be the know-it-all when it comes to this information. So for more resources on how you can get your teen engaged just by using their cell phone to help them find something they're passionate about, set goals, and meet them, check out the link in the description.